Well, today it's Tuesday, and like I said in yesterday's video, I'm going to the charity shops because they have now displayed all their Christmas stuff. So we're going to go in here first, and then I'm going to show you what I have picked up recently, which I need your help in. So the Christmas stuff is well and truly out. I mean, that's quite nice. Is it worth anything? I don't know. Let's see if there's anything vintage. It doesn't look like it anyway.
That's not mine. The coat's not yours now. Not this.
No, absolutely nothing. A lot of Christmas stuff, but a lot of Christmas tat as well. Stuff that's not worth anything. Had a quick look around the other parts as well in the shop, and nothing. So back home, and it's time to show you what I've been raving on about for the last week. Obviously there was nothing in the charity shop. A bit disappointed really. There was lots of stuff in there, but it was just, like I said, cheap tat. No point buying it. And it was pretty, I would say, pricey for what it was. You know, I probably could buy it new for that price, or not far off. But I'm just going to check on my phone, see if there's any new orders while I go through a couple of orders. I only had 3 since yesterday when I did the video. One on Vinted. What was this one? This is a vintage Puma King beanie hat. I think I picked it up for like 50p. I've had it for probably a month, maybe a month and a half, and it sold for £7. On eBay, we've had 2 orders. One is a big bulk lot of Friends manuals. There's a mini one in there as well, and I think there's a Lego creator one. Load of them. They sold for £8. Owe me nothing. And then finally, something that I'm wanting to find in obviously charity shops is Christmas stuff, and I sold the Christmas globe. This is a musical one. It is Oh Christmas Tree. So wind up, does Oh Christmas Tree. It's a snow globe, really nice. Sold that for £21.95. I've just got all these clothes out of the other room because these are stuff I haven't showed you. Obviously I video a lot of stuff, but sometimes I don't because it's the spur of the moment and I can't make a video out of it. You know, I might be dropping off some parcels. Oh, let's drop, you know, pop into a charity shop. You know, I've already done my video, or I'm doing a video about something else, and yeah, I'll pick up some stuff. Obviously we know charity shops are mainly clothes, and I don't like clothes, as you know, but I will not avoid them because in the end of the day it's money, and if it's something that I'm interested in or I know maybe can sell, I'll buy it. I won't go through every bit of clothing. I'll just go through the men's because literally it's one rail. Yeah. It always is the same in a charity shop. There's like 400 rails of women's clothing and 1 rail of men's. And then with the women's, I avoid it like the plague, except for all the coats because they're bulky and there's not many of them. But before I show you the main, obviously, piece that I need your help on, I thought I'd show you some of the clothes I've picked up over the last week or so. And most of them are coats because it's winter, you know, people need a coat, and I picked up some all right ones. You've probably seen this one. This was already in a video. That's the Columbia one. I picked that up for £3. I found out it's got some little grease stain. It has been washed. I can't get it out. So it's a £25 coat. Should get £25 even with that stain. In the ironing pile, my mum washes stuff because most of the clothes I buy, I wash, and then my mum irons. I don't do ironing. I've ironed before, but I hate it. I'm not very good at it. I picked up these 2 England rugby shirts. One's actually England. I've just found out there's a stain on it. Great. So the 6 Nations is coming on, I think, or where England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland combine the team together. I don't know. I don't follow rugby. I picked this up, £4.50. It's worth about 10 to 15. Also, exactly the same. A Wales one. This is for Japan World Cup 2019. That's the same price. They get around the same amount of money. I picked up this winter, like, what is it? Wool. I can't remember what you call it now. What is it? I don't even know what they're called anymore. I've had a couple before. It's in okay condition. It's got some weird stain stuff at the back. It was in a video. Yeah, should get about 25 to 30 quid for that. That was in a video. This is one of the items that I've had for months. I don't even know how much I paid for it. Probably a quid or so. Airwalks is a skating brand. Nice back print, long sleeve. So that should sell all right. This is a top where I thought it's pretty cool. I just bought it because it's cool, and it wasn't that much. Little like milk bottle there, but I bought it because it's got a cool back print on. So yeah, Hobo Club. Never heard of it. I don't even know what size it is. It hasn't even got a size on it. So oh, large. So I might wear it myself. I think I might do some clothing, get these S out of the way while they're here. Greg Norman, plain t-shirt, nothing special. Probably get about tenner maybe if I'm lucky. What else? See, I don't even know half the stuff, because what I'm doing now with clothing is, if I buy a piece of clothing, I won't put it on. I'll wait until I got a big pile, because I got that board and I've got to put it up somewhere, and it's just a pain. So I don't want to just get the board out for what, 1 or 2 pieces of clothing and then put it back. Oh yeah, the Maserati coat. So yeah, really nice. Anything from 30 to 100 quid. It's vintage, as you can tell by the label. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's quite a nice coat as well. What else we got? It's actually like going through stuff I don't remember. Mounting equipment. Good brand. Mounting equipment is. It's like a windproof coat. This is the Exolite 2. So whatever that is. We've got a racing green overcoat, wool overcoat. Probably about 30 to 40 quid. Maybe more. Racing green's an alright make. But yeah, that's that. That'll be done. Right, like I said, that'll be probably done today sometime. I'm kid free all day as well. He's going to his mum's only for today. So I'm picking him up back tomorrow after school. So I've got a whole day where I can just list as much as I can. What I'm probably going to do is just going to take loads of pictures and then schedule 5 a day. Because I want to do some stuff with my son. I've been he's been doing his own thing, I've been doing my own thing, and we haven't really done anything over the last couple of weeks. So I want to do something with him this week. So I want to make sure that I got I'm not doing any listing, no football on, no nothing on, so there's nothing for me to do. So I want to do something with Kai. But this is the item that I'm on about. This is the item. Yeah, as you can see, that's going to be the thumbnail. So there you go. That's what I'll do to do a thumbnail. And as you can see, it's a Gillet. It's a body warmer, very thin material, quilted, green, snapper buttons. But this is what I was talking about. It is a Ford one, and there was no other badges, labels anywhere. Single stitched around the bottom. So I don't know if that means, obviously, well, it does mean it's old, but this is where I need your help. As you can see, I'll show you again, and you can Google if you want. I've done it all. You won't find anything. It's Ford. It's the warm waistcoat manufactured by the Formula One Leisure Company, and it's 40 inch, 102 centimeters. So medium. I would say medium. I've done some research, and Ford, when it came to Formula One, I've been doing Formula One for ages. I think it was the 1950s, 60s, late 70s last time I did Formula One. I'm sure Graham Hunt was a driver for Ford. But this is obviously a company that makes stuff for companies. This is not a Ford official thing, you know. They just obviously let them make the stuff for them. Pretty much if you look at most motorsport stuff, it's made by a certain company, and they just obviously put their manufacturer name on them. Except for recent, like Formula One, where McLaren's now Castoni, or is it? Ferrari's Puma, I think. But yeah. So this is definitely vintage. Is it from the 50s, 60s? I actually think it might be, because it's something that, why would you make something like this for old, you know, like reproduce it for nowadays? It's definitely got some age to it. It looks old. I've looked into whether it was maybe used by Formula One or the team. I feel like it might be something that maybe the team would have worn. I don't think this would have been sold for like people, because Ford is very well known for a certain colour, blue. That's not gonna sell much, is it? It's got no like sponsorship, so it's not gonna really publicise your car company, you know, your manufacturer. So I feel like it was maybe used for the staff members. Maybe back in the day, obviously they didn't have insulation as much. Maybe it was worn underneath their kit, you know, just a body warmer, because that's what it is. And I don't really know. I've looked on Google, I've looked everywhere to see if there's any sold or anything similar. And Google has came up and told me it could be worth anything from 20 quid all the way up to 200 quid. Just because there's no solds of it. Coats are going for another Gilets, like, which I got manufacturer names. They're going from anything from 60 to 120. But like I said, I don't know what to do. I don't want to put it for a certain price and it's been underpriced and it goes too quickly, because then I know. I don't want to put it on for too much because no one will buy it. And the only other thing I can think about doing is obviously putting it on auction. Putting this on auction for 7 days and then just seeing what happens. The one thing I want to show you before obviously I go is the buttons though. And if you're into clothing, you might know that make. So that make is Flocci, Italy. These are a very well known make, not for what you think they are. These are an ammo company. Yes, they make bullets, they make ammo. They make ammo, and they've been doing it for many, many, many years. But they also use the metal to make snappers, press studs and all that lot for very well known designer companies. Gucci, Versace, all the Italian big house name designer brands, when they use snappers, have used this make, Facchini, whatever you want to call it. So does that make it a bit more desirable? Does that make it more expensive? The buttons themselves, obviously, they don't cost much to make, but they're using that on designer stuff. So obviously I'll have to put that in the description, because when companies like that use the same press studs, as that, it's some sort of like, I don't know, Maybe it's made in Italy. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Why would they use that? Why would a company like Ford or this company, I don't know, maybe it's from Italy. I haven't got a clue. Literally, I'm clutching at straws. So guys, if you are a clothing reseller or have ever came across anything like this, let me know. What would you do as well? Would you sell it like for a certain price, or would you just put it on auction? If anybody wants it, wants to give me a price, and then you can deal with it, then by all means just offer me a price, and if I feel like it's worth it, I'll sell it. But guys, that is the end of the video, because literally I've got to do some listing. I've got to get it all out of the way. I've got to pack these 3 items as well, post them, and then obviously for the rest of the day I'm gonna just like list and take loads of pictures. This video will be coming out early, so later on you might actually see me on a live, so keep an eye out on YouTube. If you see my live symbol, come and say hello, and you're just going to see me like obviously take loads of pictures and do stuff. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it. Obviously comment down below what you think it is and what you think I should be doing with it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.